So anyways, what's it like working with Flint Wallace and the rest of this coaching staff on the pitching side?
Yeah, it's been good. You get perspectives from outside the orgs. I've only been with the D-backs on the pro side, so it's definitely nice. You get coordinators, directors coming into town. You get different perspectives on how to approach, working with guys. And no, it's just nice having different guys around.
What things have you learned so far from all those other organizations?
Yeah, I think the core principles are the same. It's just how different the message can be delivered. At the end of the day, right, we're just trying to get our pitchers to get dudes out. Right, you want to limit walks, get swing and miss, but also starters. The value is in pitching deep into game, not walking guys and getting outs. So, at the end of the day, that's the core root of everything.
So, how has Drey Jameson looked so far?
Yeah, Drey's been fun to work with. I've worked with him for parts of 4 years now. Developed a good relationship with him. At the end of the day, it's nice to be able to reflect back on the different cues, different things we've tried out, 3-4 years ago now. So it's good to have that kind of foundation and that circle of trust that we have with each other.
Does this stuff look like where it's supposed to be?
Yeah, I think we're getting there, right? He was down for a little bit this year. For me, the big thing is getting that confidence back in him. That's Drey's number one weapon, is attacking with his confidence. And when he has confidence in his stuff, he's going to be electric.
So something I've noticed the last couple of weeks is David Hageman. When he's holding a runner at first and he abbreviates the delivery, he loses about 2 miles an hour on his fastball, so it goes from about 93.7 to 91.8.
Yeah.
Is there something you're seeing there that might be causing that?
Yeah, I think for him too, it's just get him back, right? Get him back to his strengths. It's been a long season coming back from TJ with him. He's at about 45 innings now on the year, coming off TJ. Pitching in late October, it's different, right? The body's different. It's kind of been a taxing season for him. I think right now, we're just working on getting his confidence back and getting him back to who he is as a pitcher.
And then biometrics is kind of like, I guess you can say, the next field for pitching development. How much is your experience in that?
Yeah, I think that's been kind of one of the benefits of being at the complex the last 2 years, right? We have our pitching lab in-house, so it's definitely been something that I've been exposed to the last 2 seasons, kind of have, a solid foundation and base of that.
So this year we've had a couple pitchers debut that, I guess you say, have a unique fastball shape, cutting four-seamers between Taylor Rashi and Philip Abner. Is that something that was done by design, or is that just something that the pitchers just do well naturally?
I think both those guys, it was definitely an acquisition side where, you identify an outlier trait in the guy's primary pitch and you lean into it. Especially with Abner, he's always had that four seam that cut. And I think the big thing, again, like we talked in the past, but it's you lean into those pitches with those guys and you get them to trust it and trust that it's going to work level by level as you keep going up. Rashi's kind of always had that same too, high over the slot guy, gets on the side of the baseball and he's able to rip it and he throws it with confidence and attacks.
And then what was the thought process in developing Yordin Chalas' splitter?
Yeah, Chalas, that was kind of one of the things we were looking at. How could we add a third pitch to the mix? With him, it was just something that, a lot of thought goes into it behind the scenes. You have a couple different options for grips, and you just see which one clicks and which one works for him. And right away, we put that one in his hand last year. I think at the end of like bridge camp, we sent him back, and he picked up on it right away, and it's really kind of developed into one of his weapons.